I started in high school. It was an art elective, and I started at a kick wheel, and I really fell in love with it. And when I would have off hours, I would go spend time in the pottery studio, and it became like a little refuge for me. So clay and my practice became very therapeutic to me at that time. I like to respect kind of what the origins of clay was. It was started as a functional material. And so I kind of like to honor that. And so I like the idea of making pieces that have some sort of function. So everything I do, I start at the wheel. And I throw various components that I will then kind of assemble and create my little structures. I like the precision that's required with it. And so I would make my dinnerware sets, I would make mugs, I would make kind of your typical production pieces for friends. And then I wanted to do something more sculptural. And so I started taking pieces, throwing cylinders and bowls in closed form pieces, and then I would cut into them and assemble them. And that's essentially how I came up with those shapes. I use a stoneware, and it's a mid-range clay. And all of my firings I do in oxidation. There's reduction firings and there's oxidation firings. I mean, there's lots of different firing techniques, but I have an electric kiln that I use. Some of the decoration, as you all have known and what Daniela mentioned, is I like putting these fins on them. I start with a really simple gesture. I'll either do a painted line or a fin that starts at the center and goes up. I'll do it down up each leg, or I'll choose just one. So what I'll do is I'll just slip and score these pieces, and then I use a slip, which is just the stoneware, a little bit more liquefied. Essentially, it's going to be my glue. And I like having surprises when I'm working. I like playing around with things just to kind of see what's going to happen. And so I'll leave my coils really I'll keep some that are a little bit more bubbly and then get narrower, and then I pound it out, and then I'll score this side of the piece, and then I'll attach it on. Yeah, and then I will eventually make it more narrow. Okay. And then I'll just clean it up on here. But it starts making these really lovely little fish tails. The other part of my practice that I started recently is doing furniture. So we actually do all of our casting of bronze here in these kilns. And again, it's about kind of just making it and not overworking it. And so I wanted to create a structure that I could put tiles in, because I wanted to incorporate my clay work into it. If you look at these molds, do you see these little channels here? So when it's together and you're pouring in the material, it's actually air. So it's creating almost a vacuum to pull the liquid. And then we weld them together. And so it's similar to my clay practice where I'm working in components. So I'm working with cylinders and bowls and stacking things up to make a piece in the same way that we are stacking these small components to make the furniture pieces. I don't necessarily need my work to be like the star of a room. I kind of like it being more of like a supporting cast member.